fence, okay? All right, go ahead, object.
$20,000 for a new street light? I'm confident I can get a better deal on one.
You know, I understand. As a matter of fact, I'll be the first one to tell you that you probably can get a better deal somewhere, okay? Every dealer in the city claims they're the low-priced, high-volume store. First of all, that's impossible. Not everybody can be the low-priced, high-volume store. As a matter of fact, there's got to be one low-priced store, and there's got to be 6 more that are higher-priced. There's got to be one high-volume store and 6 more that are lower volume. Fact of the matter is, we are the highest volume store, and that's not debatable. That is fact, which should tell you something about our pricing model. But for me to tell you that this is the lowest price you could find on a street glide in the city of Atlanta would be a lie, because none of us know what another dealer will do. Chances are, if you took this discounted price to another store today, you might be able to get another $100 or $200 off. The key is it worth your time? Let me explain pricing, because it's really not all that complicated. The pricing of the bike that you purchased or are about to purchase is made up of the features that are found on every single Harley. Okay? For example, handlebars. You want them, right?
Okay. I was hoping to get a bike with them.
Yes.
Steve.
Well, they're figured into the price of every Harley. Now, what isn't figured into the price of every Harley are the options that you chose. Okay, the ABS security, the cruise control, and the bright red color that you picked out. Another thing that's figured into every bike's price are mandated government equipment. Almost all safety and emissions in nature. But you know what? Harley doesn't decide to put that stuff on there. The federal government says they have to put it on there. So you've got those three: your regular, your standard features, your options, and your government mandated. Now, on top of that, you have a 2-year 24,000 or a 2-year unlimited mileage warranty. You've got freight, and you've got the setup fee. Those are all add. Now let's get into some minuses here. We have discounted the vehicle, all right? That's our discount. There are rate incentives out there right now that will lower the overall cost of your bike. Our business manager or finance department will explain all those to you, but that's also a savings for you. The paint, all right? That's an ad. You know, standard is black, all right? You said you didn't want a black bike. We made sure you didn't get a black bike.
Okay.
The TAVT, which is the Georgia tax, the licensing, and the fees all figure in there. The availability of the bike figures in there. The bottom line is all these created a price of $20,000, which includes the $1,000 discount. Now, you've not had a Harley before, but let me tell you how this compares to the way things were 5 years ago. 5 years ago, we wouldn't be having this discussion. It was take a ticket, stand in line, and you would pay MSRP plus thousands over. Okay? There was an arrogance about the way we did business back then. Negotiate? No. Flexibility? No. Do we make a lot of friends? No, not initially. When they got to know us, they became our friends, but not initially because of our rigid pricing policy. Just not that way anymore. We are flexible. We're willing to negotiate. We discount this, okay? We want this to be a more pleasant experience for you. That's why we have taken the time to make sure you picked out the right bike, to make sure that things were the way you wanted them. Now, can you get a cheaper price? Yeah, if you want to spend another day or another 6 or 7 hours going through somebody else's sales process and getting another $100 off, sure, that could happen. But you know what? You give up all the other stuff I've talked to you about when you become a member of the Killer Creek Harley family. Okay? And I don't think you want to do that. I need you okay right there.
Can I get a t-shirt?
No. Okay? We're going to say no. Okay? You can always get it back. Now, was I mean to him? Did I tell the truth?
Yeah, just broke it down.
Okay? And what did I tell you? How effective will this be? That one technique right there. If I do that with 100 people who have objected to the price, how many will say yes? 10 to 15.
10 to 15.
10 to 15. The other 85 will say, hey, dude, read my lips.
The price.
I want a better price. But this is my opening salvo. Okay? Now where do I go? I go to my next step. My next step will be the kinder, gentler takeaway. After that, we get deeper into the value proposition. But the bottom line is, I'm going to stay engaged with the customer. I'm not going back to see my manager. When I do go back to see my manager, and I will have to, I don't know what percentage of the time. It depends on how good your presentation is. But I will have to go back, but when I go back, I am now in a position where I don't have to bring a $1,000 discount back. Maybe I can get away with a $200 or a $300. Yes, sir.
When do you use this?
I would use that next.
Well, you're using this first. This
Yeah.
is second,
Yeah.
right?
Mm-hmm.
This is the kinder,
Can
gentler.
you blend
This is the
them?
very
Can you
first
blend
one.
them? Look, you can absolutely do anything you want to.
Okay.
You get to know these concepts. You can create hybrid concepts. I mean, that's a great question. Yeah, you can blend them. The key is learn them. Once you learn them, get creative. This stuff I'm working with right now is 11 years. No, it's 13 years old now. I can't tell you how many changes have been driven by sales people and sales managers around the country who learned the stuff. My manual used to be 42 pages long. Now it's 260 pages long. Full manual. And most of it is because of guys like you who learned it and then said, hey, I want to put these two things together. Yeah. Hey, that is the empowerment I want you to take advantage of. All right? No one's going to, and somebody says, well, how do I know if it's good? If they buy, it's good. If they don't, it's bad. It's that simple. All right, Darryl.
Did you just take that? I gotta go. Let me